how much damage are we doing here? Star Force 4, 570 damage. Before we begin, please be sure to check out ptcgo to grab yourself some codes to be able to build this very deck. Of course, use the code FTW for 5% off at checkout and enjoy the video. Now, we've covered the new Zeraora VMAX and VSTAR, so it's only fair that we cover the new Deoxys. We've got the big wall defense boy over here with a nice chunky ability. 330 HP with the ability Protective DNA. All of your Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's Pokemon VSTAR. And yes, this baby stacks. Yarikis is doing nothing to me when I play this card, I tell you that. And it has the nice max drain attack, 160 damage for a psychic and 2 colorless, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. So this is all about tanking, baby. That's what it wants to do. It wants to sit in the active and be hard to KO. And that's what I love to see. And also partnered with it is the Deoxys VSTAR, a much more aggressive card. HP 270, so nothing as crazy as the big wall boy, but with that psychic javelin attack, 2 psychic, 1 colorless, 190 damage. This attack does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon on the bench. That's definitely a Pokemon. What's really cool with this card is its 1-hit KO potential with the Star Force attack VSTAR power. This attack does 60 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon, and this can definitely ramp up. Obviously, it depends on what you're playing against, but regardless, just having a VSTAR power that can hit very, very hard most of the times is really nice to have. So I have gone and built a deck around this bad boy. We've got a couple cool, interesting cards in here. We've got Zacian V from the, is it Celebration set, I think, with the Roar Sword ability, being able to accelerate a psychic energy from your deck to any of your Pokemon and ending the turn. Really good turn 1 card there because we don't have much energy acceleration going on here. We've got Gardevoir in here, the Radiant variant, just to add some extra tankiness, making us take 20 less damage from Pokemon V. Bibarel as our main draw engine. And finally, we've got a 1-1 line of Espeon VMAX, being a bit of a meta call for this list, with that ability preventing any effects of attacks done to us. So Star Requiem and Sableye Lost Mine attack does nothing if this is in play to any Pokemon with psychic energy. Really, really good. Because one way around a tank is just to knock it out right away. So that gives us that little protection there. Lovely. Now, the main concept of the deck is going to be slow. It's kind of similar to what Whimsicott likes to do. It's just attach energy, double turbo energies, just to attack, aiming for the 2-hit KOs most of the time, whilst tanking and healing proportionately. No crazy healing, but just an extra little bit on top, which is always nice. And we've got Old Cemetery in here, just so there's some extra little bounce to path to peak here and there if it does pop up. And also just helps fix the numbers, because of course we're maxing out at 140 with here with a turbo. So this can help us hit 160 range a lot of the time, including a Choice Belt. I've also added just the 1 Big Parasol as well, just in case they play a path or something down that line, lock off this ability. We have access to the Parasol in a Lost Mine deck. But other than that, it's pretty much a bog standard deck. We do have 2 Raihan in here as well. As I said, we just need as much acceleration as possible, so that's usually what we're relying on with the other cards in here to help us keep on top of the game while we're playing. But with that all said, I think it's time we get moving. All right, we are going second. We're playing the Rocks. Now, that's going to be very, very interesting. I think our tankiness is going to be the big thing here. Now, unfortunately, we don't block damage from any of these cards with the Deoxys, the defense form, I think it's called. The defense form. Because it only does VSTARs. So the Gardevoir is going to be a helpful card in here as well. So I do need to get that retreated as quickly as possible. But this is not a matchup we're really geared up for. I don't know how our healing will come into account and stuff like that. We don't really have any direct counters to this deck either. This is literally just a ladder deck now, isn't it? No one's going to regionals playing this card. But yeah, what was it? Someone said that the Lost Box and the Reggies have just gate-kept all of the other basic single price decks running around. Obviously, Lost Box has got a fantastic matchup against the Lunatone and Solrock, right? Because all the low HP is beautiful. Sableye loves that. So being able to just reuse Sableyes and just take games so comfortably is really good with this deck. So really good for Lost Box. So yeah, that's why you're not really seeing this anywhere if you are wondering. It's just shut out completely by the Lost Box decks. And you know, I've just been watching SLC, and what's it they said? Funnily enough, Lost Box, so this is the one like Tor played in Peoria, actually is like the 5th most popular deck. The most popular deck is actually the Giratina variant. People are playing a ton of the Giratina in this regional for some reason, which is always interesting to see. Regardless, let's see what we can do here. I think I may just have to play my hand out, innit? I've got to research. I'm going to research. Might as well play my cards out, right? I could Zacian. Do I Zacian? Is that just a liability? Oh. Zacian would mean I won't have to search for a turbo energy, though. Oh, we're going to risk it for a biscuit. Let's go. Let's get the Zacian down. We'll accelerate to the Deoxys. And just leave it there. I can't lie. Completely forgot it ended my turn. I said it in the intro, man. What am I doing? It's fine. This might have actually been the correct play because I've got the Evo Incense for the Deoxys VMAX. So I'm kind of just actually ready to get the VMAX out next turn. And what? They didn't even take the KO. Brother, are you feeling all right? Right, so Deoxys VSTAR, again, it only does damage to the bench V, so again, it's not going to be helpful there. If it just did 60 damage to the bench, that'd be amazing, but it's not. It's only to V Pokemon, so again, not really useful here. So it's all about this tank, I think. That's what we're looking for here. No retreat, though. That sucks. Oh, that really sucks. I can retreat. I can attach to the Gardevoir and retreat. Maybe I do that, actually. This is what I'm going to do. This is very backwards, right? Very, very, very backwards. I'm going to get a Bidoof down. And I'm going to retreat the Gardevoir into a Bidoof. And Roar of the Sword here. Should I have done that? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Because they're going to have to take KO. And obviously, I don't want to put anything else up front there. I want to keep the Gardevoir. So, might as well just throw another Bidoof down. Let him KO it. And then we just come in with this bad boy and just start healing. That's basically the way we got to go. This is where I wish we had something like a Charm as well. I don't know how much Charm would help. But I think it might. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know how much the Charm would help us. But I initially played it with Charm, but I thought, oh, the damage output is a bit low. We need some Choice Belts in there. And then I just remembered about the Parasol, and I was like, oh, yeah, the Parasol has to take priority over the Charm because of the Lost Zone decks running around literally dominating the game. So that's why. Anyway, that said, I think manually attaching energy as much as possible is probably the way to go. Even I've just seen we don't have any energy left. Prize cards, please sort me out. Do me a good one. Do me a good one. So we need to have this thing survive for technically 3 turns. But that said, we can offset prizes. No, we can't. No. We're looking just to attack with these Deoxys here. So we have to be... Yeah, that's not looking good. So they're going to be able to do 150 already. We'll heal 30 damage off. Which means next turn they shouldn't be able to KO us. Which means... Well, actually, no, that means that, yeah. That means the prize trade actually does work out a little bit for us. So we might be able to actually squeeze a win here just with our pure tankiness. Or they get greedy. They're going to go for the Zacian, right? The Guardi. That's an interesting choice. Now, I know I take less damage because of it. But then again, with my healing, I should still technically be able to... With only 3 Solrox, I should be fine, no? I don't know. Either way, we've got the Marnie. So that's fine. We can limit them a little bit more. Parasol's doing nothing for us here. Absolutely nothing. I don't want to over-attach anything, though. So I'm just going to go ahead... And I don't want to bench Crobat, because that means they've got maps to game, right? Because they could just KO this for game. So I don't want that. So I'm just going to attack. I am just going to attack. I actually have the Air Balloon for retreat as well, which is nice. I also have realized this Deoxys, it's a chunky fella. Free retreat cost. Bloody hell. Now, you could do other things in this deck as well. There's a different way to go. Now, I built the list this way because I wanted to cover the VSTAR as well. You can kind of lean very heavy into that VMAX. And if you get it charged up well enough in time, you can use your extra turbos for like hyper potions. And just have a big chongus, you know what I'm saying? So there is like a tanky Deoxys deck you could make with like quad Deoxys, have like a Bibarel or something down, just try and really tank hits, heal a lot. You know, there is definitely an argument to be made to have that kind of deck built out of this. And I'll definitely look into that in the future. But as I said, I just wanted to build one that's a bit more fair to the VSTAR 2, right? That was the idea at least. But then again, here we are. I think the maths works out for us. I think even if they hit us here, we're still fine, if I'm correct. I do actually have a 3rd Deoxys VMAX, so I could just let this take a hit and retreat, set up another one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That sounds quite nice. I like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. And we got Boss. Sorry, mate. In the bin you go. Lunatella Solrock, what happened to you? You were so great. Ah, the fall from grace, my friend. Yeah, too much, too much. Lovely. All right, we are playing the Tina. And you know what that means? That means the priority here is definitely going to that Espeon. Make sure I ain't got no dodgy prize in. Yeah, lovely. Espeon's coming down right away. I ain't playing games, brother. Okay? I'm not out here, mate. I'm not doing that. Yeah? Not today. I'm actually going to get rid of this Deoxys and get a Bidoof down. So we have a much more comfortable board state. We have research next turn. Odds are we're not getting Marnie. They're going to go for Coal Res as much as they can to get all the stuff in the lost zone. So we're safe from hand disruption now, which is one good thing in the match against any like lost box deck, is usually your hands are quite protected for a few turns. Usually, unless someone actually believes that, you know, it is better off to play the Marnie at that point. But I don't think they know how good these two cards are for me. So that extra energy attachment turn 1 is lovely. So just the first energy attachment and having the turbo is really good because we just get a hit in literally right away. Try and find that Deoxys VMAX and Espeon VMAX and just establish a bit of comfort there, I think. And the fact that they've had to go ahead, attach, and Abyss Seeking is so sad. I feel sorry for him. I feel absolutely... We got the big barrel. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, baby. Give me some love. Right. This is interesting. We got Parasol. That's really good. But I think I've got game. I think I've got game. I think I've got game. 6, 12, 240, minus 20. We've got game. Bro, the Deoxys does it alone. The Deoxys does it himself. Look at his early aggression from Deoxys. Just in case, I'm just gonna wager my bets that things are fine, right? I don't know, but I think I've got a game. I don't want to be wrong though. That's the thing. I just don't want to be wrong. Okay, we have game turn 2. That aggression, bro. That's mad. Bloody hell. Right, before we go any further, I'd like to thank the sponsor of the channel, Trust App. If you're looking to purchase Pokemon cards online safely from strangers, then Trust App is the place to go. Because what they do is when you send your money to the person you're buying the cards from, they will hold it for 24 hours to let you check that you've been sent exactly what you paid for and you haven't been scammed. So if you are interested in using that service, check the link in the description down below. Thanks again for Trust App for sponsoring. Let's go into the next game, boy. Oh, I forgot I was recording. I bet you my Deoxys. Sorry, I completely forgot I was recording. Just had a bit of a mind fart there. Do you see how much I don't trust myself because of you lot? Huh? Not because of me. It's not my fault. I'm never at fault for anything, okay? I'm a perfect human being. I don't know what you're talking about. But no, I'm sitting there going like, I think I've got game. Do I have game? I think I've got... You have game, Sean. Yes. I'm so many times I've missed out on such an important thing. And so many times. Was it yesterday's video? I almost fully believed that my opponent had a Giratina VSTAR when they had the V and I had the KO, and I thought I had to dig for a little bit more for the KO, and then I just realized, oh wait, it's the V, not the VSTAR. Yeah, I don't know why. My brain farts a lot, so I don't have much trust in myself. I'm sitting there going, oh my god, don't tell me I missed something wrong. Don't tell me I got something dodgy here. You know what I mean? Oh, man. I do like that Deoxys aggression, though, man. Just, yeah, turbo, psychic energy, and one on their end is literally a straight 220, which is really relevant. Very relevant. So the fact that you can just do that in the early game is so aggressive. And then all you need is the extra psychic to start doing, like, well, it wouldn't be 190, it would be 170 with the turbo. But then you just start putting damage on Vs on the bench, getting aggressive, you know, or even... no, yeah, just get aggressive. And then slowly establishing your board state, stuff like that. Honestly, interesting. But anyway, that said, we're playing a Zacian deck, which is very, very, funnily enough, interesting. Interesting to say the least. By the way, is this a default avatar? I see this avatar everywhere. I don't know if that's just me, but I do see it all the time. Right, no attack this turn, I'm afraid. We do have an energy, but it's not a psychic. So we just have to pass, which does suck. Does suck a lot. Thankfully, though, the Zacian didn't get any energy off that Intrepid Sword, so we might get a lucky turn here where they just pass 2 or they just do another Intrepid Sword. Don't bother me. As long as we get a decent top deck, that's fine. We just need... Sorry, I'm so gassy. I think it's the drink I'm drinking. Drinking cream soda. Beautiful, by the way. One of my favourite drinks. Yeah, I think it's giving me a lot of gas. Oh, man. Also, I'm a little bit hungover today. Went out with my friends last night. So that might contribute as well to a few brave farts, just saying. I'm vulnerable today. I'm vulnerable, okay? There's a very good opportunity I do something really stupid, and if I don't, I'm actually going to give myself a pat on the back, because that is impressive. Very impressive. Right, they're going to eventually discovery. I'm interested to see what they get. Zacian. Zamazenta. They might actually get a Zama. No. So, I thought this was like an old version of Zacian, and they're just playing it just currently, they just like the deck, haven't updated anything down that line. But no, it's Dialga. That's very interesting. How does that pan out? Oh. How much do they need to one-hit KO us? We need to get as much Deoxys out as possible, right? Because that does affect things. 30 less damage on each. So if we get all three, that's 90 less damage, which means they need 3 more energy to get a one-hit KO on us. But obviously, we know Star Kronos just gives them the extra attack anyway. So, you know, odds are that's the case. But I don't know how the maths works. I haven't really thought about this matchup. I haven't thought about Dialga in bloody ages. This isn't a typical Dialga deck anyway. So, Mr. First Throne, are you going to play? Okay, they're going to play. I'm sitting there going, you're right, mate. Interesting they've gone and done this. I guess what their strategy here is just get energy on the Zacian with Intrepid Sword and then just move it all onto the Dialga. I guess that's the idea. Still nothing. Man, we got so many outs to like, we got... Yeah, do you know what? Let's pass. We've got 4 crystals. Are they crystal? You know what I'm on about, the ones that can get Psychic Pokemon, basic, yeah, I think they're crystals. Fog Crystals, yes, we got 4 Fog Crystals. Like, the odds of us getting a Psychic Energy in this deck aren't as bad. Like, even though we play 6, we still have technically 4 more outs to them as well. So it's never really difficult. So even drawing that is going to help us a ton, right? I think that's actually better. Colress's Experiment? Huh? What's going on? What's this? Their hands are my host. Oh, nice Marnie will sort them out, that's for sure. What is going on? I mean, Colress, yeah, it's a good supporter in and of itself, right? You see 5 cards and you get to pick what you want straight off top deck without needing to remove any cards from your hand. So it's actually better draw than Marnie, technically. Well, no, because Marnie guarantees 5 cards you can play. Is it better than Marnie? No, Marnie's better just in general, isn't it? But it's still a good supporter. And, you know, you don't have to exclusively play these in lost decks. You can just play them in normal decks. As long as you've got resources to comfortably get rid of, you can do that, right? So, yeah, fair play to them. But they're still just going to keep a Intrepid Sword in by the looks of it, I think. And they're definitely... they've had a lot of turns. Yeah, a lot of turns. A lot of turns to do a lot of stuff. They could get even more energy on this. I'd love to be able to KO this, but unfortunately we can't. If we actually held off the VMAX and got a... Okay, that's something. If we held off from the VMAX and got ourselves a VSTAR, we would have had a KO. But hey, the game's the game. Let's get you in. Please, just give me an energy, bro. Don't make me suffer. Yes. And Bob's your uncle. Right then. Prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to all your other Pokemon. Okay, so Star Kronos, this won't affect Star Kronos because Star Kronos is then taking another turn, does nothing to us, so we don't need the Espeon. Would like to tank a bit more. So maybe Gardevoir's just an immediate tank out. So we got that, so we might as well use it, right? I think that's the way to go. And we're just going to go for Max Drain here. No KO. I'm expecting them to come out with Dialga. They need an Air Balloon and an Energy to Star Kronos, basically. And obviously, they need the Bronzor. And look at the size of their chunky hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards in hand. If they ain't got it, man, I don't know what else they can do. Oh, man. They've definitely got it, bro. Definitely got a Star Kronos play, which is going to suck because it just means an immediate KO on my Deoxys. If they don't... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have benched Gardevoir then. Yeah, because I had Raihan and Turbo in hand as well. Which means I could have just come back with another Deoxys VMAX. Yeah, that was a bit daft, wasn't it? Yeah. Hey, I told you, I'm vulnerable, okay? Misplays are inevitable today, and we have made one. I'm hoping they ain't got it, though. Lady, okay. Thin out the deck. Not draw support, though. So they must already just have it in hand. If they're going to dig again, that's madness. It's absolute madness. But I'm also... Yeah, do you know what? One card that's going to be really good in this matchup, actually, if I do tell the truth, is that Deoxys V-STAR. That V-STAR power is perfect for a card that loads so much energy onto it. It's just so easy to 1-hit KO at that point. So we got to bear that in mind. Maybe save that for the late game if we don't lose here. And they don't have it. It'd be a great late game card, actually. You know, maybe one of it, or even, yeah, one of the Deoxys goes down, and then we could just bring that one up. Just go for the V-STAR power, take the KO, hopefully have a Raihan turbo out, and then come on with another VMAX. And that way we're forcing them to an 8-prize game. 8-prize game? Yeah, 8-prize game. And getting a nice and comfortable 1-hit KO in the middle of that too. So that's kind of the game plan. So I to be honest with you, I do think I need to start trying to set up for that now. I think that's the way to go, to be honest with you. I think, yeah, this is dumb. I really should have benched the Deoxys V, bro, because if they did get the KO this turn, then we could have just responded immediately. Immediately with the V-STAR, with the Raihan. But we'll see. They are Brave Blading! Oh my god! No way they don't have the Bronzor. Oh, I actually feel bad for them. I feel bad. Right, let's establish what we were trying to establish before then. Let's do this. I would like to actually attack a Psychic, not a Turbo here. So we can get a Psychic energy here. That would be lovely. We do. That's really good news. Oh. We need the Raihan, right? We do have 2 Raihan, though. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Let's just keep building. Let's just keep building. I'm in Balamori, mate, making all these colourful buildings. Oh, I thought that was a rhyme, but I just said the same word twice. So there you go. Do I bounce? I don't... Yeah, it could help him, actually. So yeah, I'm going to bounce the Stadium. I'm going to... I don't think the Choice Belt's really going to matter for the V-STAR. So I think I hold the hand and just take my KO. Right, so that's 2 prizes taken. That's good. If they go for Dialga KO on us, we will then have a Deoxys to respond with. Now, I am wary, obviously, if they still somehow manage to pull off a Star Chronos here, they are going to KO this, and they're going to technically take 4 prizes. So that's kind of scary. But if they don't Star Chronos, I can't believe they didn't have it. Look at their hand. Are you telling me they ain't got a Bronzong? Yeah? No Bronzong. Filth. Filth. No Metal Sources yet, so they still... Bro, again, I don't know what's in their hand. They could have... something, but yeah, Metal Sources, but Bronzong. Maybe they've prized one, they don't have an outs to one. Maybe their hand must be so unfortunate. Like, no Ultra Balls, no Evos, nothing, no out. Unless they've double prized. If they've prized 2 Bronzongs, I feel sorry for them. That's for sure. A little cemetery putting a bit of work for us. Don't think it's that big a deal, but either way, it's nice. I'll take it. We could even try and actually retreat this thing and try and find another turbo and go in with a fresh VMAX. Could do that. At that point, they would actually need to take 2 turns to KO a Deoxys VMAX. But I'm definitely getting an Intrepid Sword. Oh my god, the luck for us is insane here. I need to see their list, bro. I need to see what's going on there. I always forget I can check their lists afterwards. I always forget. I'm gonna have a little look at their list and see what's going on. Why do they struggle so much? You know what I mean? Unless it's just prizing. If that's the case, I feel bad, bro. I feel really bad. Right. Let's see what we decide to do here. I actually want to attach here, I think. And could research, but no, Raihan in hand's pretty good, pretty healthy for us. We can't take a 1-hit KO here. But we're going to keep healing. Bearing in mind, by the way, they are reduced. Their damage output's reduced by 3, 6... 80 damage reduced from their attack. So their Star Chronos cannot even 1-hit KO us. So even if they got it, it can't... There it is. Did they get that from Intrepid Sword? They must have, because they can't have just been sitting there doing nothing. I think if they get Star Chronos here, I still think they haven't got the KO. Right? They ain't got it. Choice Belt might do it, actually. No, not even. 220 minus 80 is 140. So they'll be doing 140 damage. Choice Belt still won't do it because it'll be 10 HP ahead. That is insane. Absolutely insane. They could retreat this, but again, as I said, Star Chronos isn't doing it. So the extra turn they take, they could try and boss and take a KO. And in fact, the smart thing is actually to boss KO this, if I'm honest with you. But that's assuming they even have a retreat out. Switches down. This could get interesting. This could get really interesting. Okay, so are they going to metal transfer to the active? That's the question. No, they're not. They're going to the fresh one. Are they just going to let this go? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But you are walking into a bit of a death trap, mate, because this is going to come up and just ruin your day. Right? You're putting all that energy on there. 6 times 6. 360 damage, isn't it? 6 times 6 is 36, right? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, so that's more than enough. They can't protect themselves from that. So, very interested to see what they do. They could switch boss and take this out, and that, again, that is the play. Definitely the play. Because well, actually, no, Star Chronos won't take this out. Will they be able to do that? How much was 4 times 6? Oh yeah, they'll definitely have to do it regardless of our tankiness. There's the switch. Are they gonna Chronos? This has to be their Chronos turn, right? They could go for Metal Blast and 1-hit KO me. Right? But then I just respond with an immediate KO. All their energy's gone. Nothing left for a Star Chronos. And then we can just sweep. At that point, I could just attach an energy to this 2 times. And then just go for a little cheeky Psychic Javelin on something, maybe. Oh, you can't Psychic Javelin onto that, but we found a boss. Yeah, there's a way. Right, so they're saving energy, that's fair. So they are actually going to Star Chronos. They're not going to try and 1-hit KO me here. Or not. Are they trying to stay safe? Okay, first off, mate, you're moving all your energy to a Bronzong, which can just easily be boss KO'd and remove all of your energy. If you want to save energy, evenly distribute it across the board. So if something gets KO'd, you have the most energy possible in play. Moving it onto your Bronzong, I don't think is the way to go, mate. Unless they're just trying to stall for time. Which there's no reason to, it's ptcgo. They're trying to sit there and go, let's just make him impatient and make him quit. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in their head, but these are very questionable plays. Oh! Now I look stupid, don't I? Cheryl! Now that changes the game a little bit, doesn't it? Well, not much. I can still get a 1-hit KO on a fresh Dialga with a Deoxys. So I don't think it changes too much, actually. Although, how do we get that follow-up 2 prizes after that? So we'll have to try and dig and KO this, which means we need the Choice Belt Deoxys to hit straight 220. So it's so good this does 190, because the math just fixes with a Choice Belt. So I'm glad I haven't attached that Choice Belt, and we can just throw it on here. And that should be able to fix us with that. We just need to find the boss then, basically. Anyway, they do KO this as well. Raihan's good. Raihan's going to attach an energy. We can manually attach, and we can Raihan for the boss for the next turn. So I think that's fine. I just find it very weird why they moved. If they had the Cheryl play, why did they do everything else? Why didn't they just get the energy in play like they did, move all the energy off, heal, and go? I don't know why they've, like, did they retreat and stuff like that? What did they do? Yeah, didn't they retreat this one? Because it had 190 damage. Why did they do all that? They could have just moved the energy and Cheryl, no? I don't know. I don't know. Either way. Either way. Backwards playing, but it's playing. Unless I'm missing something again. I don't know. Yeah, look, when I talk to the camera, I'm talking about my side of the field and what I can do. It's very hard to pay attention, talk, do all this kind of stuff. You know, I'm looking in 3 completely different points whilst talking. It's hard. Hard work. Hard work. So I might have missed something. But as it currently stands... By the way, this turn is taking forever. How long's it been? Someone time this. Let me know. How long has this turn taken? I'm sure it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. They Metal Blast? I mean, it gets the KO. But why not Star Chronos and then Metal Blast? It's the same thing, no? Especially now that you're losing all your energy. There is no... Is there a way they can Star Chronos? How many Metal Sources have they played? 2. So they could 2 Metal Sources, attach, and they can Raihan. So they can get 4. So they can't... Without shadow of a doubt, maybe there's a bit of doubt, but without shadow of a doubt, he says comfortably, they can't do it. Right, let's Raihan onto this. Get the boss. for you. Attach here. Right. Choice Belt. How much damage are we doing here? Star Force 4. 570 damage. Oh, Jesus. Blimey. 570, mate. Bloody hell. Okay, I'll take it. And look, we're already mapped now. We're ready to go. We've prepared ourselves. If they play a Roxanne, it's trouble. But we've got all the bosses in deck. We haven't even played one yet. And we've got a Bibarel. So we're protected from Roxanne, which is good. Protected from Marnie. So at least there's that. But there's just no way for them to do anything now, right? None. Absolutely none. Guess what? I'll sit down and wait for another few minutes. I'm being harsh. I'm being harsh. They might actually, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with playing and taking your time. It is ptcgo. You're not in a tournament. Take your time to think. But I probably would have recommended Star Chronos, even though I don't think it changes the outcome. You know what I mean? Because you're going to lose all that energy anyway. So just do that. Did they even need all of that energy on that Dialga to attack? To get the KO? It did 200 damage. They did. Yeah, they did. Because it's 200 damage at 180 HP. Yeah. Yeah. So with that damage reduction, it actually works out so well. So the ability has almost given us game. Because they couldn't preserve the energy to Star Chronos to turn after. And to be fair, even if they did Star Chronos again. No, actually, that would have been the play. Because if they Star Chronos... Yeah. Yeah, the ability saved us. If we didn't have this tankiness with us, they would have been able to KO us, preserve energy, or just Star Chronos, and then get like free prizes. Yeah. There's so many things would have been different if it weren't for this ability. This ability has just saved us. With the Guardian top, I see you there. You're doing us a favor. I appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. It's really good stuff. But they're going to retreat, and I'm assuming that's going to be it. I don't think there's anything else they're going to do here. You know, it's fair. Just let me take out the Bronzor, but I've got Boss Bro. I Raihan. I've got it. We're good to go. Now that's for a spanner in the works, hasn't it? That changes the whole trajectory. Well, not too much. Just got to find a turbo. And we can just hit into it, I guess, with this. Actually, no, I'd rather hit into this. Oh, I don't know. What do I do? The hand's big, man. Okay. We just played a slow game. How many energy we got left? We got the 1. But I don't mind just attaching. I don't mind just attaching and passing, and I can attach retreat and go. It don't bother me. I think that's better than digging for a turbo. Especially because we've only got boss in hand already. Because if I dug for a turbo, found it and attacked, yeah, and 1 more prize left, but I still have to take something else out. So, and I've already got enough to KO this. Now, to be fair, or maybe I should have. Because if they somehow have a charm in here, which they very much, they could, but although considering the size of their hand, I don't think they do play it. Because they would have had it. But they could navigate that. Also, Espeon actually would have been a good attacker in this deck. I didn't even think about that because all the energy in play. It does 64 energy in play. It's the same thing as this, but just in play. Anyway, I think that's just a pass then. I think that's just a pass. Just attach it next turn. Retreat, boss. Right, that's the game plan. Air Balloon, right. I'll give it to them. They're trying, man. They are really trying. You can't hate that. Still 2 metal sources, so they can give us a hit next turn. A pretty hard hit, but still not enough. The tank just does so much good for us, man. We technically, right now, by the way, have 300 and... was it 80 HP? We have 380 HP right now. It's disgusting. With the other one in play, we technically had 410 HP. You ain't Marnie KOing that, brother. You ain't. Well, you say that. I did just do 570 with a Deoxys. So there you have it. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Come on, mate. Let's see what we got moving, huh? I've definitely got to take a look at the list here. Because it does just seem a bit... This is my ELO, I'm afraid, right? This is not a typical list. Like, look at the supporter cards. Adventure Discovery, Colress, Lady. They're not playing any supporter cards now. So they've probably just got oddly distributed supporters in the deck. And you know, we'll take a look at it, and maybe, you know, if there is something going on, a nice moment. Those who are new, maybe watching this, because I see that, you know, a lot of new people coming, then it can definitely help out, I guess. Me giving a bit of advice on it. Even though I'm not, look, I ain't no god tier deck builder, mate. I just build decks every day, so I got an idea. That you gotta have a formula. You can't go this long without a formula. I'm sorry. Breaking it down to you, transparency and all that jazz, right? Little industry secret. You can't build a deck every day if you don't have a formula. If you don't have a way of understanding it, you know. Either way, the game's the game. Ordinary Rob. Tell you what, my commentary skills are being challenged though. Definitely can't commentate in a regionals, can I? I'll get halfway through the game and be like, yeah, so how's your day been? Weather's nice outside, isn't it? Oh, look at it, attached to energy. Oh man, hey, don't take none of this seriously, man. I'm having a laugh. All right. Oh man. Right, so what did they play? They played the Rod, recover energy, and they've gone for a Marnie. You had that the whole time, bro. This fella's just coming out with some moves. What? I mean, it's not that big a deal. Kind of is, because I can't retreat. Training court though. Oh. Oh damn. Where's my psychics? I do play 6. This game is my mentals, bro. My mentals. They need to be stabilized. They need to be recalibrated, because you've just thrown me in a loop, mate. All right, you've just completely thrown me off. What is going on? What is happening? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, discard the Zacian, get a Crobat. It's time to dig, my friend. It is time. Energy for retreat. But no boss. 2 can play that game, my friend. I'm going to Marnie him. It's fine. I'll just take this out. If that's it, then I've just got to dig for the final boss. There we go. There it is. Hopefully not another Marnie. Please. Not again. Not again. Please. I'm just going to attach you. No, I'm not going to attach you, actually, because we might get gusted again. I need to find an air balloon. All right, Max Drain. Take it out, mate. Look, I appreciate you really putting in the works, man. You're really giving a fight. I really do. But I think you're just fighting the inevitable. Sometimes you just got to let it be. You know? Sometimes you just got to let it go. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, my friend. You see? That's the case. 'Tis the case. They're only doing... They're only doing, what was it, 120? Now they're doing 160. Minus 50, so they're doing 110 on me right now. And then we just retreat, boss bang. Done. Another Dialga goes down. Anything else they got up their sleeve? Metal Saucers? Oh, they could Chronos. They could Chronos. They could Chronos this turn. Bro, what is going on? I am baffled, and they actually have the potential to win? I think Marnie may have saved us there. But they can actually do it. They've got 2 sources left in deck, bro. They just need to find... Misfortune Sisters, okay. They need 2 sources. I don't think they've got enough to get it, though. If they got 2 sources in hand, my friend, I'll take my hat off to you, because you have finessed your way into a big dub. Yeah, that is a dub and a half, and I'll be taking that L firmly on the chin, mate, if you manage to pull that off, because that is mental. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Oh, they got rid of a lot there, man. And that air balloon I was talking about before. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Bro, just hit me, please. Just hit me. We know we're not getting Marnie, so boss is in hand. At least we know that, right? There's no hand disruption going on now. So, unless they have the 2 sources, that's it. Unless they have the 2 sources. Would they have game? I think they would, right? I think they're hitting enough for a 2-hit KO with the Star Chronos and the Metal Blast. That's it. Damn, they had me. I was quaking in my boots for a bit there. I can't lie. I was a bit shooketh. They did have me a bit shooketh there. Just for a second. Just for a second. I didn't even need to do that. I could have just bossed up anything else, but oh well. That's fine. All right, finally. GG's. What a roller coaster of a game that was. Bloody hell. So what is this list? 2 Marnies, 3 Cheryls, bloody hell. 2 Chorus Experiment, 3 Adventure Discovery. Really about establishing the Dialga as quickly as possible. Intrepid Swording, all that jazz. They only played the 3 Metal Saucer, so they couldn't have got the game. 2 Marnie. Yeah, their support accounts are a bit off, I think. I love the strategy, though. 15 energy. Yeah, that's where you've gone wrong, buddy. Oh, no, 15 energy in Dialga? Is that normal? I don't know. I don't play Dialga. Yeah. I mean, it almost won. I'll give it that. Right, so I know that's just the one game there, but it was a long game. So I think that's enough that you've seen enough of the deck. Here it is in the deck rating system. So I've given it a damage potential of 7. Now, I know the Deoxys can just have a limitless damage cap and we hit 570 damage with it. So how dare you say it's a damage potential of 7? Well, that's just a 1 V-star power if there's enough energy in play to achieve that level, right? So I don't think that's going to accommodate, that's going to take too much of a factor into the damage potential. And everything else, it is mainly more leaned into the Deoxys VMAX. It's more meant to be defensive and tanky, and 2-hit KO. But it does have that Deoxys V-Star in there just to help with some extra big damage. As you can see, it really helped in that Dialga matchup, taking out that Zacian for game, even though we didn't really need to. We could have just got the Bronzor or something. But so it's going to be at 7 because most of the times you're not going to be hitting crazy numbers. You're mainly going to be hitting 2-hit KO numbers. You know, V-star power put aside, but a time sum potential at 8. Attach, pass. You've got the Zacian V in there as well if you are struggling with that kind of stuff. So it's okay, nothing incredible, but also pretty decent. Damage maintenance is 7. Again, it's a tricky one. Considering it doesn't have much acceleration behind it, and it does rely a lot on Raihan and stuff like that, it means sometimes you aren't really, you know, able to play, let's say, other supporters like boss and stuff like that, which comes into play. So it does have options to keep the energies and attacks going, which is what the damage maintenance is all about. But the fact that it kind of limits your play has to come into account there as well. And, you know, the fact that it is, as I said, just like an attack without any crazy way to maintain energy doesn't mean it's the best. But because of the tankiness of the deck, it means you do have a lot more time to attach as well. So it's going to be a 7. So it's got some pros and got some cons. It's overall okay. Similar to search potential, you got Crobats and your... I was going to say Greedence. Not Greedent. That's the squirrel, silly. Bibarel in there as well, which is solid, straightforward way of searching out cards, isn't it? There's no guaranteed search like an Inteleon Engine or anything down that line. So I'll give it a 7. Nothing too crazy, but good. Counter ability of 5. There's so many things you've got to put into account with a counter ability, man. It doesn't really cover its own weakness. So if you come against darkness, you're in trouble. But you know, the fact that we have like an Espeon in there to help deal with Lost Box and stuff is pretty solid. Again, the tankiness comes into that factor as well, with just offsetting numbers for your opponent, which, you know, it's all about numbers really when it comes to it, isn't it? So just offsetting them can be really, really big, and that comes into the counter ability as well for other matchups. So it's got some pros, it's got some cons. I'm just going to sit at a 5 for that for now, I think. And HP prices, I'm going to give it a 9. I'm tempted to go to 10. The sheer HP you can get from this thing is insane. I think I might have to do a 10 here, you know. I'm going to have to do a 10. There we go. I've brought it up to 10. There we go. Which, funnily enough, actually puts it directly on par with the Zero Aura VMAX V-Star list. Both at a 44 rating, which is really, really cool. So, yeah. Either way, great little fun deck to play. Love the tankiness of it. I'm probably going to explore Deoxys VMAX more in the future because I really like that ability. It's really, really nuts, man. But yeah, with that said, do leave a like if you did enjoy. Please do subscribe for more. Most importantly, though, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. PokéX Word is a Pokemon puzzle website where you can go and complete Pokemon crosswords and the newly launched Guess That Pokemon. So if you definitely are interested in having some fun on your downtime and you want to improve your Pokemon knowledge, check out PokéX Word. Link in the description down below. Thanks again for them for sponsoring, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.